tuning out the noise, reclaiming sovereignty in a chaotic world. You become part of the noise without even realizing it. All it takes is a moment of honest reflection to observe the stream of your thoughts, and it becomes clear. The world around us, with its constant stimuli, reactions, and public discourse, pulls us in. Conversations, headlines, social media, all of it feeds an internal narrative that spins faster and louder until we're running on autopilot. Like machines, we struggle to pause, to breathe, to simply be. This internal dialogue isn't born in a vacuum. It's ignited by the stories that swirl around us, stories of conflict, drama, and urgency. The addictive pull of chaos drives us toward burnout, breakdown, or at the very least, another wasted day. But what truly matters? Do we want peace? Less stress? A deeper connection to our creativity, however that looks for each of us? Meditation, a walk in nature, a swim in the sea, these can help, but even these practices can become distractions if we use them only to escape. What we may be seeking is sovereignty, the ability to remain centered and present, no matter the storm around us, to filter the noise rather than react to it. Reaction is exhausting, so why do we do it? Perhaps it gives us a sense of identity in a world that constantly tells us who to be, what to believe, what to buy. The moment we relinquish sovereignty, we surrender our ability to step back and observe. We become swept up in the next tide of distraction. Filtering the noise isn't about isolation, it's about discernment, creating space for the things that nourish us and foster growth. And what is growth, if not a deeper alignment with our truth? Sometimes we avoid our truths. We distract ourselves with the dance of drama because facing ourselves feels too raw. Yet just as we might fight for someone else's innocence, we must learn to defend our own. As someone with anxiety, I find it strange how quickly fear dissolves when acting in service of another. Anxiety loses its grip. In those moments, something lost is reclaimed. The noise often carries an agenda. It draws us toward destinations we didn't choose. Wars sold as peace, ignorance masked as progress, suffering buried beneath polished surfaces. It promises fulfillment, but rarely delivers. Instead, it diverts us from our unique aspirations, drowning the spark of individuality in more pressing matters. We're told that taming our wildness is a virtue, that conformity is civilization. But in doing so, we risk forgetting who we truly are. Science, once the realm of visionaries and rebels, now often serves market interests. It's weaponized, twisted. We are told to fear, to judge, but rarely to understand. We are taught to condemn the worst of humanity without learning how it got there. Surface-level stories sell. Deep truths are rarely told. On the surface, technology dazzles us with promises of progress. But beneath the glow lies perhaps our greatest threat, the erosion of identity. The noise doesn't teach us who we are. It keeps us from knowing. Intelligence is redefined through programming. Even language is manipulated, sending us spiraling into the dystopia Orwell once warned us about. You know you're nearing the truth when resistance rises. The system defends itself through shaming, silencing, cancelling. Only those with unshakable conviction endure. Real change doesn't come from systems, it starts with individuals. Movements can be challenged, icons discredited, nations destabilized. But a quiet, inner revolution, that's much harder to control. The pressure to be constantly visible, constantly present online, feeds surveillance culture. It's the gateway to the fusion of man and machine, something some, like Musk, openly champion. But there's still a choice. Reclaim your presence. Trust your internal compass. It will guide you, not always forward, but sometimes to stillness, to become the calm within the storm. The noise was never ours. It's the hum of a well-oiled machine, constantly refining itself. The parts of it that pretend to serve us are broken by design. The ones that serve the few, they work just fine. True transformation requires sacrifice, isolation, a letting go of what we once depended on, but never truly needed. In that quiet space, we can begin to breathe again, to think clearly, to build a foundation of truth, not borrowed, but lived. Perhaps then, the noise will shift from distortion to harmony, from competition to collaboration. A community of sovereign individuals connected not by control, but by curiosity and compassion. No longer needing to dominate, just a shared desire to live truthfully and help each other navigate the waves. Thank you for listening.